Delarite, my MVVs, welcome.
Yes, sir, Delarite, our own very Ooni of Ife, Kábíyèsí Arole Oduduwa, the handsome, most brilliant African king. Hey, Kábíyèsí has been made the chairman, of World Orisha Congress. Congratulations to our own very dear Kábíyèsí, as we are hearing that Queen Naomi, his beautiful wife, has declared a 3-day celebration in the royal mansion with Ooni of Ife. But before we go into that story, let me just educate you on this subject matter, what it means. Okay, now the Ooni of Ife has been made the chairman of WOOCON. Okay, WOOCON, meaning World Orisha Congress, is a monumental moment. Being the chairman of this congress is a monumental moment, not just for him personally, but for the Yoruba people, Nigeria, and the global Black community at large. WOOCON, which stands for the World Organization of Cultural and Community Nations. That is what it means, But basically, in short form, they call them World Orisha Congress, People around this part of the world, that's what they prefer to call this organization. But the full meaning of that word, WOOCON, is the World Organization of Cultural and Community Nations, Now, this is an internationally recognized body that promotes indigenous heritage, fosters, cross-cultural unity, and support community-led development across the globe, It is known as a prestigious coalition of monarchs, scholars, thought leaders, and cultural advocates who, come together to shape policy, protect traditional values, and encourage economic development and respect ancestral system. Now the selection of the Ooni of Ife to lead this body is no coincidence. It is a carefully considered decision based on decades of his work in preserving Yoruba heritage, promoting peace, and encouraging sustainable development both within Nigeria and internationally. His influence has extended far beyond the borders of Yoruba land. He has engaged global institutions, spoken at the United Nations, partnered with African American communities in the United States, and led numerous peace dialogue across religious and ethnic divides. Now, the Ooni of Ife is not just a monarch, he is a global ambassador for African dignity and identity. Now, WOOCON is massive with over 80 participating nations. You agree with me that that is really massive? We have institutions or organizations like this that will be struggling to get, 15 nations, 12 nations, and all of that, And, WOOCON has 80 participating nations, and hundreds of ethnic delegations, and recognized consultative status with various international development bodies. A championship is more than ceremonial. It holds actual policy influence. The organization funds community health initiatives, support cultural preservation grants, and partner with global agencies to build rural infrastructure using indigenous knowledge systems. For the Ooni of Ife to now lead such a powerful body shows how respected he is among international cultural custodians and how much the Yoruba legacy is admired globally. Kábíyèsí o, Kábíyèsí o, our great king. It's not a small thing. Now, this historic appointment was formally announced in, Brazil, and also announced. It was announced, during the 2025 Global Indigenous Leadership Summit held on May 10th. It was this indigenous leadership, as in the fast forward to the indigenous leadership, that made them to select his wife, one of his wives, that award, that position that Naomi got last month also, okay? It was based on the fact that he had been nominated for this award, okay? Now, they said it held on May 10 in Brazil. This summit brought together king, queens, remember, cultural representative, and world leaders from Latin America, the Caribbean, African, and parts of Asia. The choice of Brazil was significant, okay? Brazil has the largest population of people of African descent outside Africa, many of whom trace their root back to Yoruba land. So when the Ooni of Ife was crowned a new chairman of WOOCON in front of his global audience, the symbolism, was powerful. A son of Oduduwa ascending in global leadership among the world's cultural custodian. That is big, big Daylight. As we are hearing now, our baby girl, Queen Naomi, the most beautiful, the gorgeous, the amazing, the love of Kabiesi's life. They say Queen Naomi's response was equally powerful, known for her grace and deep spiritual insight. She immediately declared a 3-day celebration in the royal mansion, not only to honor her husband's historic elevation, but to allow, them have a very good time together. You and I know what has happened lately. Queen Naomi and the Ooni of Ife are waxing stronger. Their love knows no bound. Right now, everywhere closed. Who for Queen Naomi? Queen Naomi is just having the best of the best with the Ooni of Ife. Her statement that this moment marks a divine elevation, not just for her husband, but for the Yoruba throne and every son and daughter of Oduduwa across the earth, moved many to tears. It was both a spiritual and cultural acknowledgement of the magnitude of what had occurred. Inside the palace, the news has created a mixed admiration and tension. Other queens and palace chiefs are adjusting to the global spotlight that now shines even brighter on the Ooni and by extension on Lady Naomi. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Delarom. I bring you fresh and spicy just from the success still on the royals. How I guys doing? I appreciate you so much. I love you. I share do well, my people. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button and do not forget to turn on the notification bell and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Now, as we are hearing what is going on, they said that Queen Naomi is so happy. It's in really a happy place right about now. Queen Naomi, even though has been behind the scene, Queen Naomi has always been closely associated with the spiritual and diplomatic missions of the Ooni of Ife. Ability to predict spiritual seasons, interpret dreams, and support the Ooni during his toughest moment is being highlighted afresh. Many palace aides say this celebration is also a way of reminding everyone that Queen Naomi is not just a royal wife. She is seen by many as the spiritual backbone of the Ooni of Ife. If you know what has been going on recently, just over the weekends, Queen Naomi finished her second full moon ritual. It's been an amazing time, a very, very happy time for Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi. They are celebrating in love. They are so. It's almost as if no other person exists as far as, these two are concerned. And just few days later, this announcement was made. Naomi couldn't have been happier. She has been so happy. As for why the Ooni deserved this appointment, his contributions are undeniable. He has launched educational initiatives, championed gender equality in traditional roles, created job opportunities through cultural tourism, and digitize ancient Yoruba history for global access. Okay. He has personally funded youth mentorship programs and offered scholarships across multiple Nigerian states internationally. He has, I've been telling you about all his international scholarships. One thing that we do our kind, we talk about the Ooni of Ife Oloris. We do not talk about the good things that this man is doing. Ooni of Ife is a great king. You hear me, Dela? This man is an amazing, amazing king. See, people who don't know Ooni of Ife can say whatever they want to say about Ooni of Ife. The reason why it was looking as though things where it's just the women. If not, Kabiyesi is such an amazing man. And this appointment, given to the Ooni of Ife, among others, should tell you the kind of person that the Ooni of Ife is. Okay, we have talked about scholarship, international scholarship that he has been giving to people. He has built strong cultural bridges with Caribbean and African American communities who view him as a living link to the ancestral homeland. His voice on climate change, is that what we'll be talking about? Is it the one on traditional medicine that we'll be talking about now? Or African spirituality, is that what we'll be talking about? Ooni of Ife is such an amazing king. And they say Queen Naomi has been dancing. Do you remember that dance that Queen Naomi was dancing and shaking her backside? Oh, that day, okay? That's the kind of dance our baby girl is dancing right now. She is so happy. She is so proud of the Ooni of Ife. This is one of the biggest appointments that Kabiyesi has been given since he became the Ooni of Ife. I'm going to bring him an update. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you. Esheo, Adupe, my people. Thank you.